It's Max. April 8th, 9th, maybe? I think it's 8th. I will start off with the past. Okay? Ever since I was 7, I felt a little bit lonely and sad, and I would brush it over by watching some Markiplier and a channel I found called Crank Gameplays. I was 7 years old in 20, I'm turning 11 this year. In like maybe 2015. I don't know. I have no clue. My mind's a mess today. I'm sorry. Ever since I was 7, I felt more lonely than usual because I used to be a very happy, exciting, very fun person. But I am no longer like that. Ever since I was 7, I wondered why I was different. I always called myself ugly and disgusting. It started picking up before that. I looked in the mirror and I thought I was disgusting. I should never look at myself again whenever I was 6. But I brushed it off and I thought, oh, maybe it's just one of those bad thoughts. But they grew and they grew to the point where I started self-harm, and I wish I did not do that. And I'm at that point again of self-harm. I would always watch a new channel I found. It's not quite new by that time. It was Crank Gameplays. I never left a like, I never subscribed because my mom was always speaking about, oh, you could get kidnapped, blah blah blah, and all this different stuff. And a bunch of crap. Sorry, there's people in my house still. There's always people in my house. Sorry, I lost where it was. It's online school year because of the coronavirus and stuff like that. It's very stressful. So I'm trying to, yeah. Okay, so, there goes the pillow. That is still in the background, I'm sorry. Would watch Crank Gameplays, and I would also watch Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, almost any gaming YouTube that I could find, I would watch. But it was mainly Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. I would always watch them. I would watch them over and over and constantly so I could feel better about myself. They made me laugh and giggle and smile every now and then, and it made me really, really happy. Not to come off as a fanboy or anything, but that's just how it went. That was how I felt, and I would use them, not like use them. It was my coping skill, a very major coping skill. And, I was recently watching them, and I was told I needed to get into the bath. I had major depression. I was diagnosed with it because I went to the mental hospital. And I had major depression because I was cutting myself and I had suicidal thoughts. At that point, I tried to kill myself. I kept saying 3, but it was not 3. It was almost 6 times. I said 3 because I'm a liar, and I know some of you Danganronpa fans notice a reference kind of there, but I really am a huge liar. And back on track, I went into the bathroom and I had a razor in my hand and I was so ready to end it all until my phone buzzed. It was my sibling, Trinity. Her pronouns used to be she, her, but now she's okay with any pronouns. But right now, Trinity's more comfortable with being called an it. So, yeah. And It's weird. Trinity has a girlfriend. She's gay, or lesbian, as you want to call it, and will not accept hate for who we are because I'm a transgender person, transgender male. I was born as a woman, and I am now a male. My chest binder was taken away a while ago. But after I heard my phone buzz, sorry, I'm very off track. After I heard my phone buzz, I put the razor back and I said I could save it for another day. Out loud. And I've been asked 3 times if I want to go back to the mental hospital, and I don't because they make you isolate yourself, and it's Wolfson's. My mom went there. I've never had a roommate. I've been there once. I never had a roommate. They made you basically isolate yourself, and the food was disgusting, and if you chose not to eat, some of the nurses, they would question you and ask why you weren't eating, and then they'd be like, oh, you might have an eating disorder, whenever you didn't. And whenever they called your name, it was the scariest thing ever, and it was so scary to ask them, and it seemed like they were so mean and terrible. But there was a couple of them that were nice. And they wouldn't really do their job, they would just talk over and over. Most of them talked non-stop, and you couldn't even ask for them to unlock your bathrooms because they kept the bathrooms locked. That's Wolfson's, the psychiatric part. I was there because I was hurting myself, and my mom didn't know if I was going to be alive whenever she left for work and came home. And then the coronavirus started. Now my mom has an online job. I don't keep in touch with my father that much. Most of my family, most of my father's family is homophobic, transphobic, LGBTQ plus haters. Just full-on haters. And yesterday, I believe it was, I went to go get more antidepressants. I hate Christmas now because I didn't get to spend the last Christmas with my family because I was in the hospital. But back on track. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. See, people, you can hear it because the bathroom's right there. Oh yeah, we went to the doctors to get me more antidepressants, and my mom ended up ranting about how I acted. But most of it was whole lies because she doesn't know how I act anymore because I hide it from her so she can be happy. I hide it from everyone so they can be happy. There's only one person who can tell whenever I'm crying over the phone, and that's Trinity. Everyone in my family hates Trinity because we used to fight a lot. Everyone in my family hates my father. I can understand that. But, apparently, I don't have major depression. I have a mood swing disorder and a bipolar disorder. I can't take antidepressants, ADHD medicine, or anything whenever I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD medicine, and now I can't walk without falling down onto the ground, my body aching or hurting at all. I can't walk without falling. I fell and I hit my head 3 times today. I can't do online school because I keep passing out because the medicine makes you sleepy and I can't stay awake worth the life of me. If someone were to break into the house, just an example, it did not happen, and everyone else is awake because it was midday, I would be asleep. I wouldn't know what would happen or what had happened because I was asleep. I was sleeping. that's just an example. I don't like to cry on camera, but I was friend zoned multiple times by the same person, even if I didn't bring the subject up. We shall not give her a name at all. But not even minion pants, just mood lifter wearing minion pants. I can't go swimming. I can't walk, can't do anything because I get super dizzy and I'm falling asleep too much. Jesus, I really am skin and bones. I don't like the way that looks. As you can see, I'm very self-conscious over everything. And it's gotten really bad at this point. But my arms, all the way from down here to up here, probably more, down here to up here, I have cuts and scars on both arms. I have a cut down on my leg, about right here. I don't know if you can see, but I would say thanks for coming to my TED Talk, but like, ranting makes me feel better, so as you can see, I'm happier now. But happy doesn't always last. I'm happier for now.